You know, there's a secret fear that almost all men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s carry deep inside, but very few are brave enough to say it out loud. It's that feeling every morning when they wake up, look down at their body, and ask themselves, is my little guy getting smaller? Many men try to reassure themselves, thinking, maybe it's just the bathroom lighting, maybe it's the angle they're looking from, or maybe it's just colder today than usual. But then, month after month, year after year, they start to realize it's not just a feeling. The underwear that once snugly held their manhood now feels loose and empty. Their wives remain silent, but their eyes don't lie. Those eyes no longer sparkle with admiration, no longer hold that look of desire every time he steps out of the shower, and he begins to feel afraid, afraid that old age has taken away the thing he was most proud of in his life. I am Doctor Authority. For over 25 years, I have walked alongside thousands of American men from ages 50 to 90. I have heard the same question over and over again. Doctor, is old age making my penis disappear? But today, I want to tell you a truth that may change the way you see your body. Yes, penis size does change with age, but that change is not just because you're getting older, and more importantly, it is not a fate you have to accept. I still remember John, a 67-year-old man with silver hair, but a strong, confident posture, who walked into my clinic with a pale, ashen face. John was once a Marine, strong, confident, and always respected by everyone. But that day his voice trembled as he said, "Doctor, I feel like I'm no longer a man." He told me that for the past 2 years, his penis not only felt weaker, but also seemed smaller. Every time he changed clothes in front of the mirror, he couldn't bear to look. Every time he was intimate with his wife, he turned off all the lights, hiding his body, afraid she would be disappointed. He would rather live in darkness than see the pity in her eyes. When I heard his story, my heart tightened, because I know that for men, the penis is not just a body part. It is strength, confidence, worth, and dignity. Losing it feels like losing a part of themselves. But I told John, and today I want to tell you as well, don't give up just yet, because what's happening to you is not an unchangeable death sentence. In this video, I will explain to you what is truly happening to your penis size as you age, the hidden reasons that most men never hear about, and most importantly, how you can maintain the size and function of your manhood, regardless of age. Are you ready? Because if you are, today's journey will not only help you understand your body better, but will awaken in you a new sense of confidence. The kind of confidence that makes you stand tall in front of the mirror every morning, look into your wife's eyes with pride, and smile knowing that age may take away many things, but it will never take away your true masculine strength. You know, throughout more than 25 years as a doctor, working with thousands of male patients aged 60 to 90, I have seen countless worried eyes as they walked into my clinic. These men, some were former soldiers, some were successful businessmen, others were retirees enjoying a peaceful life with their wives and children. But they all had one thing in common. When the clinic door closed, when it was just me and them, all the strong armor they wore out there fell away, revealing a deep fear, the fear of losing their masculine strength. I remember very clearly James, 72 years old, a former executive in the tech industry who once managed thousands of employees, spoke in front of tens of thousands, and signed billion-dollar contracts. But when he sat in front of me, his head slightly bowed, his voice trembling, his eyes avoiding mine, he was just a desperate man. He said, "Doctor, I'm not afraid of dying, but I am afraid of looking down at my body every day and seeing it disappear. I feel humiliated." And you know, that feeling is not just James's alone. Every month I see dozens of similar cases. Men who think they have permanently lost the size and strength of their manhood just because they've grown old. But the truth is not entirely like that. As a urologist and men's health specialist, I fully understand the physiological changes that come with age, from gradually declining testosterone levels, weakening blood vessel walls, to the buildup of cholesterol plaques that significantly reduce blood flow to the penis. I understand every mechanism, every stage of change, every tiny signal the body sends out before things become irreversibly worse. That is precisely why, for the past 2.5 decades, I have never stopped researching, learning and walking alongside my patients to find the most optimal solutions to not only maintain but also restore the size and function of their manhood naturally, safely, without relying on medications or risky surgeries. I have witnessed hundreds of men walk into my clinic with heavy, weary steps, but just weeks or months later, they returned with bright eyes, strong voices, confident smiles, and a firm handshake as they said to me, "Thank you, doctor. I feel like myself again." So today, as I share this knowledge with you, please know that these are not empty words or superficial textbook theories. This is the result of over 25 years of clinical practice, thousands of consultations, hundreds of successful recovery cases, and dozens of in-depth studies on the physiology of middle-aged and elderly men. I do not promise you miracles. I only promise you what is real. If you truly understand your body and do things the right way, age will never take away your masculine strength. Keep listening, because in the next part, I will shatter the biggest myth that most men have believed for decades and give you a powerful promise. A promise that can change your entire life starting today. You know, over the years, I've heard hundreds, even thousands of men aged 60, 65, 70, 75, and even 80 tell me the same thing. "Doctor, I'm old now. It's normal to get smaller, right?" They believe it's a natural law that everyone has to accept losing their masculine strength as they enter their twilight years. But the truth is, this is not an unchangeable natural law. It is simply the result of bodily changes that you can actually intervene in. The biggest misconception that most men over 60 have is believing that their penis shrinks because of age and that there's no way to fix it. They don't know that most of this size change is not because penile tissue disappears, but because blood flow to the penis gradually decreases and the fat pad around the pubic area thickens, covering the base of the penis, making it look shorter. In addition, lower testosterone levels also reduce the muscle tone that supports it, causing it to sag more when not erect. This doesn't just affect appearance. It deals a heavy blow to a man's self-esteem, confidence, and pride. I still remember Mr. Henry, 70 years old, living in Texas, who once told me during a consultation, "I would rather have back pain, I would rather get up to pee at night, than have to see my little guy getting smaller and smaller like this." He used to think his life would end in that shame, but when he understood the real mechanism behind this change, he completely transformed his life. After 3 months of following my guidance correctly, he returned to my clinic with a bright smile and said, "Doctor, you know, I feel like I'm 50 again." That's why today, I want to shatter the misconception that so many men aged 60, 65, 70, 75, and even 80 still wrongly believe. Aging does not mean you have to accept your penis getting smaller and weaker. The truth is, if you understand the causes, from declining testosterone, reduced blood circulation, plaque buildup, to poor nutrition habits, you can absolutely maintain the size and even restore the length and strength of your manhood. And here is the strongest promise I want to give you in this video. If you keep listening, I will point out each specific cause that changes your penis size as you age. I will guide you through 3 simple yet incredibly effective ways to improve blood flow, naturally boost testosterone, and maintain the firmness and length of your penis, whether you are 60, 65, 70, 75, or 80 years old. Trust me, age may turn your hair gray, it may bend your back a little, but age will never take away your masculine strength if you truly understand your body and take the right actions starting today. Keep listening, because what I am about to share with you next could be the biggest turning point in your life. After the ages of 60, 65, 70, 75, or even 80, the body's metabolism slows down and excess fat accumulates more easily, especially in the lower abdomen and pubic area, which is exactly where the base of the penis attaches. When the fat layer in the pubic region thickens, it swallows part of the penile base, making the penis look noticeably shorter. I once had a patient named Robert, 65 years old, who was 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed 210 pounds. He said to me, "Doctor, my penis has shrunk by an entire inch." After examining him, I saw that his penis hadn't actually shortened. It was the fat pad covering almost an inch of its true length. And after just 2 months of weight loss, combined with pubic area massage and Kegel exercises, he regained nearly his entire original size. In addition, a silent but extremely dangerous factor is penile tissue fibrosis. As age increases and blood circulation worsens, the collagen in the erectile tissue is gradually replaced by fibrous tissue, reducing its elasticity. This not only makes the penis smaller, but also decreases its ability to achieve erections. Throughout my 25 years of clinical practice, I have seen far too many men over 70 who, due to neglecting proper care, face this condition and permanently lost their natural ability to get erections. Finally, but no less important, is the reduction in testosterone levels, which causes penile tissue atrophy. Testosterone not only maintains sexual desire, but also nourishes healthy penile tissue and increases the production of nitric oxide, the compound that helps dilate blood vessels and maintain strong erections. When testosterone decreases, the erectile tissue is less stimulated to expand, gradually leading to shrinkage over time. Therefore, men over 60 with declining testosterone who do not get timely treatment often lose erection size over just a few years. But remember, all of these mechanisms can be improved. I have guided hundreds of my patients aged 60, 65, 70, 75, and even 80 to follow these 3 important solutions. 1. Increase natural testosterone through zinc-rich nutrition, vitamin D3, lightweight training, and adequate sleep. 2. Improve blood circulation by eating plenty of green vegetables and flavonoid-rich fruits, drinking enough water, and doing light cardio daily. 3. Do Kegel exercises and massage the pubic area to reduce fat tissue and stimulate blood flow to the penile base. When combining all 3, the results are not just maintaining size. Many of my patients have felt their penis become harder, fuller, and, most importantly, their confidence and masculine pride were powerfully reignited. And that is the ultimate goal. Not just keeping what you once had, but becoming the strongest version of yourself, regardless of age. You know, throughout more than 25 years as a doctor, what pains me the most is not seeing men at 60, 65, 70, 75, or even 75, 80 grow weaker, but seeing them surrender to mistakes they don't even realize they're making. The first mistake, and also the most common, is believing that nothing can change. Many of my patients have said, "Doctor, I'm old now. This is natural. There's nothing I can do." That belief alone robs them of their chance to recover. Because when you think everything is hopeless, you won't take action. And not taking action means you're agreeing to watch your masculine strength fade away day by day. The second mistake is relying on fast-acting erection pills or quick enlargement products found online. I've seen countless patients over 70 end up hospitalized with heart attacks, dangerously high blood pressure, or even strokes after taking unverified drugs. They thought that swallowing a pill would make all their problems disappear. But what they didn't understand is that these pills only pump blood temporarily. They do not solve the root cause. In fact, with long-term abuse, penile blood vessels become damaged, and the erectile tissue loses its natural ability to expand, leading to permanent impotence. Remember, no pill can ever replace proper nutrition, exercise, and a healthy lifestyle. The third mistake is ignoring the signs of declining testosterone. Many men over 60 think that reduced libido, a shrinking penis, muscle loss, fatigue, and daytime sleepiness are just natural. But in reality, these are cries for help from your body. When testosterone drops too low, penile tissue shrinks, blood flow decreases, and your penis will gradually lose its original size and firmness. I once treated Mr. Thomas, 75 years old. After just 3 months of optimizing his natural testosterone levels combined with exercise and proper nutrition, he said, "I don't just feel stronger, it's like my little guy has been reborn." And the final mistake, but also the most dangerous, is neglecting cardiovascular health. Do you know that your penis is a measure of your heart? If the blood vessels in your penis begin to narrow, it could be a sign that your heart is in trouble as well. I have witnessed patients over 65 suffer strokes just months after experiencing erectile dysfunction without getting it checked early. Therefore, whenever you notice your penis is no longer as firm as before, consider it a serious warning from your body. Never ignore it. Remember, the greatest mistake a man makes is not that he grows weaker, but that he chooses silence and gives up. Don't repeat those mistakes, because as long as you remain determined, willing to learn, and ready to change, age will never be able to steal away your masculine strength. Keep listening, because the next part will give you the most specific path to start taking action today. My dear friend, by now, I believe you have understood an important truth. Penis size can change with age, but it is not an unchangeable destiny. Throughout more than 25 years working with thousands of male patients aged 60, 65, 70, 75, and even 80, I have seen so many men walk into my clinic with eyes full of disappointment and helplessness, feeling as if their masculine strength had been stolen from them forever. But then, after just a few weeks or months of making the right changes, they returned with eyes shining brightly, voices strong, and posture full of confidence. Because they realized that age does not take away a man's strength. It is wrong lifestyle choices and wrong beliefs that do that. Today you have learned the silent causes that make your penis shrink. Decreased testosterone, poor blood circulation, fat accumulation in the pubic area, and penile tissue fibrosis. You also understand that if you maintain these three important things, increased natural testosterone, improve blood circulation, and practice Kegel exercises combined with pubic area massage, you will not only maintain your size, but also keep your masculine strength up to age 80, 85, or even beyond. I want you to ask yourself, how do I want to live the rest of my life? Every morning when you wake up, what image do you want to see in the mirror? A tired, pale man with cold hands and feet, relying on pills just to get through each day? Or a man with rosy skin, bright eyes, warm hands, a healthy heart, and a penis that is still strong and proud, ready to enjoy happiness with his wife until the end of life? Remember, it is never too late to change. I once helped an 80-year-old man who thought his life was over regain his strength and confidence. If he could do it, then you, at 60, 65, 70, or 75, can certainly do even better. If you find these insights helpful, please hit the subscribe button, because I have so much more practical medical knowledge and natural solutions I want to share with you, so you can not only live longer, but live healthily, freely, and with pride. Don't forget to share this video with the men you love, because who knows, it might save their lives from the silent suffering I have witnessed in so many patients. I am Doctor Authority, and I am always here, walking alongside your health, your strength, and your happiness, today, tomorrow, and in all the remaining years of your life. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I wish you always stay strong and proud to be a true man.